Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be revealing to you guys a very simple trading strategy that has allowed me to be consistently profitable over the years. With this strategy, I have passed multiple prop firms, grown my account, scaled my accounts, even flipped some accounts at some point. Alright, this strategy is so simple that even an absolute beginner can make use of. I mean, somebody who understands the chart already, somebody who has an idea of how to read the chart. But even if you don't have a deep understanding of how to read the chart, stick around. I've got you covered as well, because I'm going to show you guys step by step on how I do this. As you can see on the chart, like I have 1, 2, 3, 4 trades on the chart, and 3 out of it is successful. As you can see, like they were profitable, and of course with good risk to reward as well. I mean, what's a good trading strategy without a good risk to reward, right? So in this video, I'm going to be revealing to you guys the secret behind this very simple strategy that has allowed me to build consistency over time. And it is with this very simple strategy that I, in most cases, do my weekly breakdowns live on here on YouTube, and also send signals to the free Telegram community linked in the description below in case you want to check it out. These signals that you can see on my chart right now were actually called out live in the Telegram community, so ensure that you're a member of that community so you can stop missing out on great signals like this, and it is absolutely free. All right, now without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Now, what you can see on the chart is a US 30 signal, all right, but I would not be using US 30 to explain this strategy, as not every trader can trade US 30 as of now. And since this video is mostly aimed towards beginners who are looking for a simple way to trade, because there's too many complicated videos out there and they can't wrap their heads around it, and they're looking for something very simple and straightforward. US 30, on the other hand, does not exactly fit into that description. So I'll be making examples using currency pair like Euro AUD and Euro NZD and whatnot. Okay, but before I get into that, I want to explain this particular setup to you guys. So over here you can see that I lost this trade, which is to tell you that no matter how great a strategy is, the risk involved in trading cannot be entirely evicted. So whatever you do after learning this simple strategy, ensure that you practice proper risk management at all times. Now, risk management does not necessarily have to be risking 1% or less than 1% of your account per time. Risk management is risking exactly what you can afford to let go of per time, and most importantly, something that enables you to continue to be in the game over an extended period of time. The way this strategy works is by using something I and many other traders refer to as a top-down analysis, where we start from the higher time frame and then work our way down to lower time frame to find entries. Now, this strategy allows you to understand the full picture. I mean, to see the full picture of what's happening on the chart. I mean, you get the full gist, the full story of what's going on. You can see the overall trend of the currency pair, which means that you can easily formulate an idea of what you should be looking out for on the trade. And the next thing we're going to do is we're not just going to be marking up levels and trends and stuff on our chart like many traders do. What we are going to do with this strategy is to find an entry. Very simple. What we're doing on the high time frame is to understand the story that the price chart is telling you, and then the other things in the strategy has to do with finding an entry. It's as simple as that. So without wasting any more of your time, I'm going to go straight to the 1 hour to the weekly time frame, and then we can decide on what's going on over there. All right, now we're on the weekly time frame. I want to zoom in clearly into the chart to see what's going on. First thing I can see over here is that there is a double bottom going on here, which means that price is very likely going to start rallying for a bit. All right, I marked that out because that was the first thing I saw when I opened the chart. But typically, what I usually want to find out when I'm the higher time frame is what is the trend on this price chart. That's the first thing I'm looking out for. And if you can pay attention, you would see that from that point over there, price was constantly in a downtrend. However, over here it failed to create a lower low, which is the character of a downtrend, which can be signifying a possible trend reversal. And also we can note that over here it formed a double bottom, first touch, second touch on the weekly support level, which also indicates a possible price reversal to the upper side. All right, and then we can see our price slightly broke outside of this trend line before returning here, and it has ever since failed to create another lower low. And then we can also see our price is sitting very nicely on this support level over here. Can you see it? Right, you can see that, right? Good. Now that that is said, what are we looking for? Two conferences. Now we can see that the trend is changing and price is now indicating a bullish presence in the market. I mean, look at this engulfing back to the upper side, and then the next bearish candle that tried to, reverse price down to the upper side was unable to break below this level. And then we can also see our buyers are now back in control of price right now. So what am I going to do is I'm going to drop down to the daily time frame to see if I can find the same confluence on the daily time frame, and then from there I go down to the lower time frame to find an entry, and then that's for the trade. Okay, now on the daily time frame we can see the double top, double bottom, I mean, a lot more clearly over here, right? And then we can also see the neckline. Now if you do not know what a double bottom is, it is a price pattern that is formed on the chart, and mostly signifies that a possible reversal to the upper side is incoming. Now if you still do not understand what this means, let me know in the comment section. I am open to making a video about it. If you guys are interested, I can make a detailed video about price chart patterns and how to trade them. So let me know in the comment section, and do not forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, that being said, let's go back. Now on the daily time frame we can see our price is kind of like in a range right now. It's not really doing a lot, and from my experience of trading, you would find that this happens mostly when there is a price reversal incoming. Price begins to clutter around a certain price level, an accumulation type of thing, and then boom, it goes the way that it wants to go. So that further confirms that this particular currency pair is likely going to head to the top. All right, now you see that so far I have not done anything necessarily complicated. What I've done is identify the trend, spotted a pattern, and also paid attention to structures, which is this level right here. We have a support level right here, and we have another support level right here, which is apparently very far away from spot price right now. So we are not going to pay too much attention to this level over here, but more towards the level right here. And I'm also going to have to mark this point right here, because this would be our next likely level of resistance should price go towards the upper side. All right, which means that we want to pay attention to our price is going to react to that level, and maybe take some profits around there as well. That being said, the next thing I want to do is to drop down to the 4 hours to look for entries. What type of entries am I looking out for? A buy entry. Very clear. Why are we looking for a buy entry? We know that price is likely going to head to the top based off those criteria that I've sent. But however, you want to ensure that the trend is on your side, even on the lower time frame. And if you can see on the lower time frame, we can see how an uptrend is already beginning to form right here. Can you guys see it as well? Right, we have this low over here, and then we have the has higher high, a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, about to create an higher high. So apparently we have to wait for that. Now the next thing I want to look out for is if there's any possible level of structure right here. And if you paid attention right from this side, you can see our price has always reacted to that level multiple times. Now if you guys don't know how to pick up levels, let me know in the comment section. I am going to make a video for you guys on how to pick structures. All right, now that we know that we have a demand level over here, which previously acted as resistance right here, right here, and right here, it means that price is likely going to come back to tap into this level. So what we want to do, we want to set a buy limit over here with our stop loss right here. And since this video is targeted at this video is made mostly with beginners in mind, I would say that as a beginner you do not necessarily want to look for trades with too crazy risk to reward just yet. Now if anybody knows me, for those who are you know I've been subscribed to the channel a long time now, you know that I am very big on risk to reward, and my trades usually come with very crazy risk to reward. In most cases, as high as 1 to 10 risk to reward, and I've had as crazy as 1 to 20 risk to reward right here on this channel and also in the Telegram community with a signal called. But then, if you're a beginner, you don't want to start out chasing trades like that. This is about my 5th year in trading, which means that it can be relatively easier for me to spot and find trades like that based on my experience, understanding, and exposure. All right. But you're just starting out, so try to find something that is more attainable for you. And I would recommend you start out with 1 to 2, 1 to 3, and then 1 to 5. From there, you can work your way up to the top. And even I, who has been here for a very long time, is not always able to find trades with that amount of risk to reward all the time. All right. That being said, let's go back to the video. Now, here's the thing. There's a mistake I made the other time when I said that we're going to get into trade. I said we're going to set a sell limit. That was that was not entirely what I meant. What I meant is we are getting ready to take buys around this level. But the thing is, I am not a fan of jumping into trades without price action confirming the move first. So what I want to see is, I want to see price come back to test this level, which apparently it already has. But most importantly, I want to see price reject off this level. Then I can get into the trade and go for my 1 to 3 risk reward for this particular trade. And in the next trade, I can try to target as high as 1 to 5 for you guys. All right. I'm going to delete this one because it seems as though it's already distracting. This is not TradingView, by the way, in case you did not notice. This is an entirely different platform that allows you to backtest and make these type of videos for you guys. So let's see, no rejection yet, so it means no trade. Now price is now back, try to return above this level, but you can see it sent back down, so it means we have to continue to wait. As a trader, you have to learn how to be very patient with these trades. Don't chase after them, otherwise you're going to end up losing all of your money. You have to wait for the best setups to come to you. Okay, now that being said, boom, you can see now price has now rejected off this level, so which means that we can get into this trade now with our stop loss slightly below the previous rejection, which is right here. And like I said, we are targeting about 1 to 3 weeks to reward for a start, and then we can work our way up. Oh, this is kind of like above 1 to 3 already, but yeah, it's not bad. But here's the thing, when you're targeting where to put your take profit, you do not only just want to look for 1 to 3 and all of that, you also want to consider structure levels as well. And as you can see, we have a structure level right here, which means that at this price point you should be considering taking majority of your profit. All right, and then we can hold the rest all the way up to this price structure level that we have over here, which would be a total of 1 to 3, nearly 1 to 4 weeks to reward, which is not entirely bad. Let's see how that goes. Boom, there we go. Here's our first take profit and is now heading to the next take profit. Let's see how that goes as well. Boom, there we go. Full take profit taken for this particular trade setup. Now to the next example, let's see what we have going on. By the way, let's see how this particular trade is going. Woo, sweet. If you notice that there's a bit of similarity between the trade I took over here and the trade that I took over here. The only difference is this particular setups look a lot more cleaner compared to that one over there, and that's because there are other things that I apply in my trading that I cannot discuss in this video based on the nature of the video, right? Like I said, it is mostly targeted for beginners and people who are looking for a very simple trading strategy. However, the way that I analyze this chart over here is a lot more different, right? I consider fundamentals when I'm analyzing my chart. I consider sentiments. I consider price action very important. And as you can see, patterns are very important to me as a trader. when I trade, you can see that over here as well, there's this double bottom right here that I picked, and then there's this neckline. I waited for price to come back to retest it, and like I said in that video, while while I was doing that example for you guys, that I waited for a rejection, and you can see that's exactly what I did. Waited for price to come back to retest and reject off that level before getting into the trade, and as you can see, it's now going my way for about let's see, over 400 pips as we speak, which is the total risk reward for this trade is about 1 to 5.3, which is really good. And for this one is 1 to 8 risk reward, and for this particular one is just 1 to approximately 4. This particular one was also like almost 1 to 4. You can see that the most common and trade setups that you may be able to find most time would usually range between 1 to 3 and 1 to 5. You will not always find crazy rich to reward trades like this one that we have over here, or like the 1 to 20 that I said I had that one time, and other rare times like that. So as a beginner, I said all of that to say that you have to start from somewhere to get to where you want to be. So what you want to do is to look for the most simple and most basic way to trade, master that form, and then become consistently profitable with it, and then seek to improve and advance your trading strategy as you go along. Don't bite on more than you can chew at once, right? Start from somewhere and then you're going to head somewhere, all right? Let's move on to the next example. I think this is Euro NZD, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to start our analysis from the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, right, we can see that price is in an uptrend for this one. It's very clear, so it means that we are looking for buys on this one. The next thing we're looking for is there any reasonable structure point that we should pay attention to? And over here we can see acted as resistance, and over here a couple of times acted as support. So yes, we are going to mark that out. All right. And then apparently we're going to mark out this top as well that acted as resistance about twice, over here and over here. So it means we are going to be looking to take profits along that line. That being said, I'm not looking for more. I'm just going to drop down to the daily time frame to see if the daily time frame is also in sync with what we have going on the weekly time frame. Now on the daily time frame as well, we can see our price is equally very bullish, which means that, which further confirms that we can continue to look for buys. So what are we going to do next? Where are we going to take the buys? That's what we're looking for. Our area of interest, AOI. Now, our area of interest for this particular strategy would have a lot to do with structure levels. That's all. Supply and demand levels, trend lines. That's all we're going to be doing for these videos. If you want a more advanced form of trading, you want to learn my full trading strategy, let me know in the comment section or send me a DM via Telegram, linked in the description below. I'm going to get back to you and we're going to work something out. Okay. My full trading strategy, is a whole lot more advanced than this, and very precise. So precise to the point where I have over 16 trading weeks of profits, like 16 weeks back to back of trading profits. Now this is not audio, right? This is not some bogus call. You can call my bluff, check the Telegram community. It is live. It is right there, live and direct, right? There is no lies, no hanky panky, nothing whatsoever. You'll find it in the Telegram community, all documented live, right? All of these trades were called live with the guys, absolutely free, no payments. So if you want to learn the way that I'm able to call these trades out for as long as 16 weeks without losses, let me know, right? I mean, I'm not going to take this to the grave with me, am I? We have to pass it down. Now over here we have a daily level, and you can see how price reacted to this level multiple times. Over here as well, you can see that we also have a double bottom right here on the 1 hour time frame, which further validates our opinion that price is likely going to head to the top. But right here, apparently we can buy at this point because this will be buying at a premium. We are looking to buy low, not buy high. At this point, price is high, we can jump into a buy. So what we want to do, we want to wait for price to come into a certain discounted level, which for me appears to be around here. or somewhere around here as well. Now, note that this is an oversimplified method of my trading strategy. It's not the entire thing, and it means that the win rate can be as high as about 80% thereabouts. It can even be lower depending on your present skill level. Okay, you have to also factor that in, that your trading results cannot always be compared side by side with someone who has been in the industry long before you. So be patient with yourself. Don't go too hard on yourself. Now, these areas are where, first off, I want to see price come back to retest this area, reject it, and then proceed on its way to the top. But if, let's say, this area doesn't get respected, I want to see this area get, retested, rejected, and then we can get into the trade. But if at the same time it doesn't, that's fine. We're going to wait for price to come back into this level, right? Retest and reject same way, and then we can look for our good risk to reward trade and then be on our way. Okay, retest, let's see if it rejects. No, it doesn't, and it appears as though it's coming to retest this level. Okay, did not. All right, so it chose to respect this guy over here, and as you can see, it's already on its way to profit, which means that right now we are getting into a pretty late entry, which is fine. And I'm actually happy that the trade we're getting with on this video is actually late entry, which in reality you're not always going to be able to catch a very early entry on every trade. So this is the plan. All right, if we get into the trade right here, you can see that the risk is pretty high, since I'm trying to put my stop loss slightly below here. For the sake of this video anyway, my stop losses are never ever this high, especially on currency pairs. It's usually like around 15-20%, 15-20 pips, 25 pips, or 30 pips max. After that, I'm not longer interested. But for the sake of this video, since I intend to keep it very basic and straightforward, I would allow this stop loss very wide. Not very comfortable with it, but yeah, let's slide. So the plan is to take some profit around here, since we have we have sellers present on this level, and they will try to push price back down. And then if price continues to go up, we take some more profit right here, and then hold the rest right here for about 1 to 3 weeks to reward. Let's see how that goes. Boom, stop loss taken. We lost this one. Let's see how, if this particular level is going to get respected or violated. I'm actually glad that we did take that loss. Okay, cool. You can see our price has now bounced outside of this daily level that we have over here, and is not respecting it. So we want to take some profit here, more profit here, another profit here. It's okay. We have 1 to 3 here over here. That's good. And see how this goes. So first profit taken, second profit nearly taken, second profit taken, and we have the third profit smacked. Come on, man. Boom, there we go. So you see, sometimes you're gonna lose, sometimes you're gonna win, which is why I emphasized on the need to always manage your risk at all times. So we lost one, 1-2 for both, for all three trades. The wins are obviously larger than this one single loss. For this particular one, we made like 3 times what we had initially risked. For this one, we only lost like 1%, and the other one we made nearly 4 times what we initially risked. So if we were to add all of that together, it means we would have made like 7 times what we risked for this trade, or maybe like 6 times of whatever it is that we risked for the trade, if we had to factor in this particular loss on just 3 trades, which for me is like really good way to trade. If you do not understand this video, let me know. I can re-record it and explain in a much better way, because that's my goal for this channel, to help people educate new traders like yourself to become profitable traders in the long run. All right, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and comment in the comments on the video. Hit the link in Telegram in the description to join the Telegram community. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at this. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm a full-time day trader. So sorry if I'm awkward and I'm not very good at doing the YouTube thing. All right. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.